Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to the Fashion Bunker. So Yves Saint Laurent has, well, actually Saint Laurent, the fashion line or the fashion brand, has, several sub-brands. One of them, well, you can buy their sunglasses, their fashion clothes, but then they also have the Rive Droite, which is a special shop in Paris, but also an online order platform where you can buy special pieces that are produced just for Rive Droite. They can be books, they can be candle holders, matches, lighters, all sorts of things, whimsical pieces, referencing a little bit what you might already know and have seen from Hermès and their Petit H collection, the translated English, literal translation would be Little H collection, where their artisans, whatever leftover materials they have, they utilize it in the name of sustainability, I suppose, but also to keep creativity running. So they would have, silk leftovers, leather scraps leftovers, wooden pieces, and then they would Hermès would make little special whimsical one-off pieces that you could order from a special side part of the website, of the Hermès website called Petit H, little h. And they even have a different stamp than the regular Hermès stamp. So even the leather goods that you buy from Petit H have the little Petit H stamp on them and all that good stuff. So Saint Laurent is doing something similar when they created their Rive Droite collection, or Droit, however it's pronounced. You can buy all of these whimsical products there. Now, they also do collaborations, and sometimes artists are called in to do a special curatorial aspect of the website, either books or some other whimsical products. And then they would say, in collaboration with this person, they have curated this collection for you on the Rive Droite Saint Laurent e-commerce or inside of their shop in Paris. Now, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and thumb up this video if you're enjoying it. You can also push the join button next to the subscription button. Become a member today, gain access to extra perks. You can also join me on Patreon, superdacob all spelled together there as well for extra perks. This video is being filmed live in front of a live virtual audience. I live stream several times a week, so come join me in the live chats. Hi, chat. So Saint Laurent has come up with this insane idea that is having a bit of a backlash online, and I'm going to show you why. But first, let me explain before I get to the backlash. So the punk movement, every couple of years or so, makes a comeback, stylistically speaking, and then companies want to profit off of it, even though intrinsically, in its inception, the punk movement was all about negating money, being against capitalism, also being against communism, for that matter, being against politics. The punk movement is a liberation movement. Now, shortly after punk became super popular, well, it became commercialized and people started earning money off of punk. Now, the grunge movement that happened a little bit later also takes direct inspiration from the punk movement, one of the biggest exponents of the grunge era being Nirvana and Kurt Cobain. So just bear that in mind. And then, of course, think about Hedi Slimane, who's no longer at YSL or Saint Laurent. He's now at Celine. But he also kind of loved that punk vibe, rock and roll / punk vibe when he was at Saint Laurent. But he left Saint Laurent. But now Saint Laurent still has a flavor of what Slimane's vision of rock and roll and punk is. And so the Rive Droite, or Rive Droite, whatever it's pronounced, collaborated with somebody who curated a vintage, used, mind you, found t-shirts from Nirvana and maybe other bands as well. So these are not manufactured by Saint Laurent. They're not manufactured by the Kering group. These are not t-shirts that are made today. No. These are vintage t-shirts from the 90s, from back in the day, that you would find at thrift stores for $5 or $20, depending how popular the thrift store is. $5 to $20, right? If it's some collectible t-shirt from a concert tour, maybe they're going to cost more, whatever. But this is what Saint Laurent did on their website. Let me show you the entry level, or this is kind of this is the mid-range price. The mid-range price of their they're pushing this concept like Marta Margiela, with Margiela with their replica concept, getting used stuff, repurposing it. But Margiela would at least repaint them, fix the soles of the shoes, and then they would upscale them and sell them for a profit. But these t-shirts don't even have the YSL or the Saint Laurent logo on them. They still have the original tag from the 90s on them. But let me show you the mid-range price. Hold on. So, well, if your screen is very tiny and you would like to see and you can't read the price, so we got an Elvis Presley here, Nirvana. This t-shirt is $1,190 US. The other one is I can't it's too small. What is it? 1.3, 1.2? Doesn't matter. This is 1,290, 1,370. So this is a Saint Laurent website. It's their Rive Droite or Droit, whatever it's pronounced, exclusively now, the vintage section. And then this opens up and basically it's like their thrift store on the Saint Laurent collection, on the Saint Laurent website. And they are selling you thrifted t-shirts for, this is the mid-range price. Let that sink in for a second while you're thumbing up this video, if you're enjoying it. Thank you very much. And while you're subscribing. Now let me show, now if you have more money to see, yeah, the chat is going ballistic for this. Zara Justina is like, wow, Julie Scott says, Elvis just turned over in his grave if he's really dead, says Julie Scott. Really reprehensible, says Alta Costura. Krebe Buzagi's crying. Tiny Dirt Potato says, that's so punk. LOL. This must be satire, says Daniela. Anyway, exquisitely, stupidly decadent, says David. So my chat gets it. You're my people. So they are vintage tees. Yes, Nancy. Vintage-ish. Yeah. Talk about an insane money grab, says Teresa. Well, this is if you want the mid-price range. Now let me show you the upper price range, the expensive one. Nirvana. This one goes for 4,000. Okay, so this is 1,390, $2,690, and this t-shirt is $4,450. Let that sink in while you are thumbing up this video and subscribing. Thank you. So you want a vintage Nirvana t-shirt for $4,450 plus tax? We'll go. Yes, I do believe what you're saying in the chat. Audrey says those prices go against punk. Yes, they definitely go against punk, but it is a concept. It is a conceptual thing, and I think that they want to make a statement like it's like priceless in a way, like the movement, grunge, Nirvana, punk, like it's priceless. So it should have these prices because it's precious. But I still believe that I think it backfires for the mere fact that it is on sale in kind of one of the epitomes of capitalism, the Caring Group and Saint Laurent, this multi-billion corporation is selling us this and wants to make it like a conceptual thing. It's not, if some little tiny thrift store, like punk thrift store that's been around since the 70s and is still around, family-owned business, if they decide to do this as a gag and put one t-shirt in the window and make it cost $4,000, you know what I mean? That I get. I get the conceptuality of that. This, no. Because you can't do this on the Saint Laurent website. You can't get away with it and make it be like, oh, this is like so cool. Look at the commentary on our state of things. No. What commentary on what state of things? Ya capitalist corporation, money-grabbing fashion company. What commentary? What commentary? This, to me, is such a backfire moment. Jesse says Kurt Cobain would roll over. But fear not. Don't you fret none. Because if you don't got all this money, Rive Droite Saint Laurent got you covered. They also have an entry-level price tag. For all you people who can't afford this, they got you covered. Let me show you the price tag. The entry-level price tag. $350 for the Twilight Zone t-shirt. $365 for the Bullet t-shirt. $650 for Peace and Love t-shirt in cotton. Obviously, if you want Nirvana, you're going to have to shell out the $4,000. But the Twilight Zone is going to cut you back $350 plus tax. NY Janae says, I cannot believe my eyes. Nancy says, all you need to do is raid my t-shirt drawer. Rose is like, WTF are they doing? It's embarrassing. Honestly, it's embarrassing. This is not an intelligent commentary on consumerism. It just isn't, for the reasons I explained earlier. You can't do this type of commentary on Saint Laurent's website. It just doesn't work. So anyway, you guys, let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section down below. I believe this is really, really bad. But again, everything I said in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged. Everything's just my opinion. So obviously you could be that person that sees this and thinks, oh my God, this is genius. Let me buy it all. Good for you. More power to you if you're that person. But I am not that person. Just in case you cannot afford the $4,000, $2,000, $3,000 merchandise prices that they demand, I got something better for you. Get my merch instead. It's going to be fabulous. And it's way more rare than the Nirvana merch. Check this out. Live in Ferret, the Super Dacob Fashion Bunker merch. In the back, also you get the Live in Ferret, but you could also get the Die in Ferret and a lot more merch available now for no 3 or 4 digits. Okay, we're talking 2 digits only. Thank you very much. Available now at www.superdacob.com. That's www.superdacob.com. Let a hoe plug her own merch. And you can also get some of it on Amazon, but not available in every country yet. We're slowly expanding. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thumb up this video if you liked it and subscribe.